In another development, the presidential pardon granted last week by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to 175 inmates and ex-convicts continues to generate public reaction. The clemency followed approval by the National Council of State, while among those pardoned by President Tinubu was Mariam Sanda, who had been sentenced to death in 2017 for killing her husband. The 37-year-old convict had spent 6 years and 8 months at Suleja Medium Security Custodial Center after being sentenced to death for culpable homicide. Her pardon sparked widespread criticism. In response, presidential spokesperson Bayo Ononuga said that Sanda's family pleaded for her release in the best interest of her 2 children, adding that the plea was also anchored on her good conduct in jail, her remorse, and her embracement of a new lifestyle, demonstrating her commitment to being a model prisoner. Sanda was arrested in November 2017 for stabbing her husband to death over alleged infidelity. She claimed her husband died after falling on a broken shisha pot during an argument. Rufai, we took this story back in, I believe, when she was sentenced. It was heartbreaking to hear the circumstances that surrounded her death. And I'll take some reactions because the story has generated quite a few on social media, X, Instagram, and of course Facebook. And
Guys, follow me and watch this video to the end and watch how Rufai Oseni exposed the hidden agenda of pardoning this criminal by the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria. A lot of things is happening in this country. Guys, let us finish watching the video. When we return, we'll continue. Thank you.
But in a country where justice bends for the powerful, mercy stops feeling like principle and starts to look like privilege. Too many ordinary people are serving endless sentences for lesser crimes, forgotten in overcrowded prisons with no one speaking their names. They don't get presidential attention or public sympathy. They just fade into the system's silence. And then there is Nnamdi Kanu, 5 years in detention, dragged through endless court proceedings with no clear resolution and no political will to end it. The same government that can find compassion in one case somehow finds only punishment in his. That's not justice. That's selective morality. Rufai, we had Honorable Obia Agwocha on the morning show yesterday, and he, touched on this particular Twitter user's comment, the fact that, the only thing that Nnamdi Kanu is looking for is a release so that they could attend to his health. And, this sort of conversation of who gets pardoned or not is, the sort of conversation I'd like us to have. I'll take another expose before I come to you. And this is from Awele, who wrote, was the family of the late Bill Yamin Bello, that's her husband, consulted and in agreement before his killer, Mariam Sanda, is being granted pardon? That's the question. The reason for her pardon is vexatious. The late Bill Yamin had his life cruelly cut short. No opportunity to see his children grow up, and Mariam is free. And that's one of the conversation, that Mariam is free so that she can attend to her children. Your thoughts on the story, Rufai?
I like to talk with empirical
as
fact.
Always, yes.
Presidential pardon, offense committed, October 2025. Drugs, 29.2%. Unlawful mining, 24%. Homicide, 13.5%. Fraud and corruption, 12.3%. Hijacking, 5.3%. Firearms, 2.3%. Robbery and theft, 2.3%. Human trafficking, 1.8%. You see, at these rates, let's all go mad together. Because if we have now become a nation where we pardon criminals that our institutions fought hard to convict, then President Tinubu, your next pardon, I have some names for you. You must pardon Lawrence Omajakwa Anini. You must pardon Oyenusi, the criminal. You must pardon Shekau. Look at the joke Nigeria has become. You pardon all these people that have perpetrated heinous crimes, then you now have to drag the name of Herbert Macaulay in it to make him look legitimate. You now have to drag some of our founding fathers in it to make it, after you pardon all the criminals. Look at Farouk Lawan. There was a sting operation where the state security agencies, they were the ones that baited him with the bribe, the marked notes. He pardoned him. So what nation do we have? What nation, I ask, do we have? But in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, people have been speaking. Some Igbo, top leaders came to Buhari last time to seek a peaceful resolution to the matter. No. Nnamdi Kanu is not being granted access to see doctors. That's why they're not even asking for pardon, access to see doctors. But all of a sudden, we are seeing all of this pardon flying around. So what lessons do we want for children, the generations yet unborn? A woman, we took the story here, planned the attack for good measure, also lacerated the husband's body. You say you talk to the woman's family before you pass. So the husband family, they have nothing. How would the husband family feel today?
And that's the right
See,
question.
the prerogative of mercy is expected that a president will be able to, dispense that prerogative reasonably. But as it is today, like somebody was saying today, I think they should be adding civil society so that we can circumvent the names brought forward. You see, our nation has just become a joke where anything happens. At this rate, we'll start pardoning certificate forgers if they will not even give themselves pardon already. Right. So what kind of nation are we living in?
This fire that the presidency has just ignited by pardoning this hardened criminal, I hope that when the fire will be out of control, they will be here to enjoy it with the masses. I've never seen an administration that have lost focus like this administration we have today in Nigeria. There are so many pressing issues that these people should face. As a matter of fact, insecurity have doubled under the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Instead of him to make sure that people will go to their bed with their eyes closed, knowing fully well that they will wake up in peace, at least if we rule out natural disaster or anything that can come to them naturally. But people will be going to their bed, sleeping with one eye because of insecurity, because of their fellow human being. I thought they said that the primary assignment of any government is to protect life and properties. I don't know what the primary assignment of this administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is. I don't know the primary assignment of APC government. They don't even care. They don't give a hoot. Look at all the people that this man pardoned. Some of them have committed a homogeneous crime against the people of Nigeria. They are pardoned to do what exactly? They are pardoned to do exactly what? And just like people said, what crime did Nnamdi Kanu committed? Who did this man buy? What exactly did he do that he was being detained for more than 5 years? The case, they know they conclude them. They do not even sentence him. They were just taking him from one courtroom to the other. And they are granting pardon to those who committed serious crime more than him. True. If they explain Nigeria give you and you understand it just like that, believe you me, they did not explain Nigeria very well to you. God help us in this country. God help us. And some people will see this thing going on. They will still be defending incompetency. They will still be defending it because he come from their state, because he's their tribal man, because they share the same religion. God. True. It shouldn't be about religion. It shouldn't be about political party. It shouldn't be about anything. It should be about humanity. It should be about seeing something wrong and say that this is wrong. It should be about us being like the people of Singapore. Even if say your papa commit that crime and you are in the position to convict your father, you should be able to convict your father. Until Nigeria can open their eyes and call a spade and not a spoon, this thing will continue. God, please save your people and remember those who do not tolerate or stand for this nonsense that is going on in this country. Guys, I will see you in my next video. Do like this video, comment, share, turn on the post notification so that anytime I upload a new video, you'll be the first to get notified. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and have dominion. Bye bye.